Are you over 40, still doing a ton of cardio and boot camps and HIIT workouts, trying to lose weight and drop body fat, but you're finding that it's just not working for you? Maybe you're ending up more exhausted than you used to be. Maybe you're even seeing your body fat increase and your belly fat increase. And in this video, ladies, I'm gonna break down for you exactly why that's happening and the 3 things that your training needs to have moving forward in order for you to start seeing better results. So the first thing that your training needs, ladies, is specificity. The style of training that you do needs to be in alignment with the goal that you are trying to achieve. So for example, if you want to get stronger, you want to get leaner, you want to get more toned, you want to build muscle mass, doing cardio is something that is not in alignment with that goal. Doing cardio will help you to improve your cardiovascular health, right? It would help you to improve your heart health, right? Your endurance over time as well, but it's not going to be specific to building muscle. Strength training, however, is specific to being able to build muscle mass. So what you need to do is get familiar with lifting weights and doing simple movement patterns, like a squatting movement pattern, for example. Right now I'm doing a goblet squat with some dumbbells, right? If you're not ready for dumbbells, you can literally start with doing a squatting pattern with your body weight, right? And then learn the movement pattern over time. If you're not comfortable with using your body weight, you can do box squats, right? Where you literally have a bench behind you and you're just working on sitting down and getting back up. Sitting down and getting back up. And then you can progress over time. But strength training is something that's gonna be necessary. Free weights is definitely what I suggest because it's so accessible. You can do it from the house. If you travel and you go to a hotel gym, it's accessible there as well. If you go to a gym and it's crowded, the dumbbells are typically always gonna be available. But you can also do strength training with a barbell, right? Instead of dumbbells. So the same squatting movement pattern that I was just doing, right? You can do the same thing with a barbell. This is a little bit more advanced. It requires good hip and ankle mobility to perform properly. But these are the type of movement patterns that you wanna do. You can also do a squatting movement pattern on a machine. So perfect machine to do a squatting movement pattern with would be a leg press machine, right? Where you're doing a little bit of hip flexion, knee flexion, ankle dorsiflexion as well, right? This is a compound movement. So if you're not comfortable with lifting weights, this is something that can be a substitute. Maybe this feels a little bit safer. Maybe this meets you where you're at physically and your confidence and your mobility. You have to meet yourself where you're at and stop being afraid of going to the gym. Stop being afraid of lifting weights. Right now I'm doing this with no weight on the bar, just to get comfortable with the movement pattern, which segues perfectly into the second thing that your training needs to have, which is the principle of overload. So you need to be adapting and getting stronger and better at what it is that you're doing. Within the context of strength training, that can look like increasing the weight, right? So over time, as you get stronger, you need to increase the stimulus to continue challenging your body. That is how you're gonna get your muscles to grow. That is how you're gonna get that lean look that you're going for. That's how you're gonna have the independence that you wanna have in your life as well. A squatting movement pattern literally mimics sitting down and getting back up, bending down and getting back up. These are things that we do on a day-to-day basis. After you get comfortable with the 45s, over time, you can add on a 25, you can add on a 35, you can add on another 45. Something that will be very important for you to see how you are progressing and whether you're getting stronger or not is having a place to actually record your workouts, keeping track of your training, showing up and doing the same things consistently over time, tracking the amount of reps you did, tracking the amount of sets that you did, tracking how much weight you used for the exercise. So I have all of my workouts here. I know exactly what I did the previous week. When I show up this week, I know, okay, this is the benchmark. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger. So a notebook, we have our clients track it inside of an app. What gets measured gets managed. But do not put pressure on yourself to go up too soon in regards to weight, right? Lifting heavier is something that you earn through consistency over time. If you're a beginner at this, the first 6 to 8 weeks of your training is gonna be neuromuscular gains regardless. Your mind learning how to connect a bit better with your muscles and how to perform the movements more efficiently. After 6 weeks, 8 weeks, If you feel comfortable enough to go up in weight, take your time in doing that. It's not a race, it's not a rush. This is a forever journey. Hey ladies, hope you've been enjoying the video so far and been finding the tips helpful. I just wanted to interrupt you for a second to invite you into something special that we've been working on for the past few months, which is building a community specifically for women over 40, in their 50s, and their 60s as well, that are struggling to drop body fat, struggling to know how they should be training, how they should be exercising during this phase of life, how they should be eating and fueling their bodies as well. And we've outlined personalized pathways that meet you where you're at with your specific hormonal and physiological blockers that will put your body in a space where it feels safe to drop body fat as quickly as possible. You'll be in a space with other women who are willing to uplift you, share tips, share strategies that are working for them as well. And there'll also be opportunities if you want to upgrade into one-to-one coaching to work directly with me and my team. Right now we have it open at a founding members price, which is $47 per month. I'll leave the link in the description down below if you want a bit more information or if you're ready to join, and I'll see you on the inside. I'll let you get back into the last tip. And the third thing that your training needs is to have a recovery aspect to it. I know a lot of you are coming from a generation where you feel like you need to burn to earn. You need to sweat as much as possible, beat your body into the ground, do boot camps every single day in order to make progress. In this phase of your life, you need to prioritize recovery. Your body will not be able to adapt from training that it is not recovering from. You're gonna lead to feeling burnt out. You're gonna have a lot of fatigue as well. And if you're in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, wherever you are in your menopause transition, your body is becoming more sensitive to stress due to declines in estrogen. Estrogen acts as a natural buffer, for cortisol. So if that buffer is no longer there, your cortisol levels are gonna spike a little bit easier. They're gonna stay elevated a little bit longer. So you need to be mindful of, how am I recovering? Some signs of whether you're recovering well or not is, how well am I sleeping at night? Am I getting quality rest throughout the night, or am I waking up in the middle of the night? Am I feeling rested when I wake up in the morning after I've been sleeping? Do I have consistent energy throughout the day? Do I feel energized to do my training sessions? These are all questions that you need to be asking yourself in regards to how you are recovering. Some things that you need to do in order to recover properly is fuel yourself. It's gonna be impossible to get quality sleep. It's gonna be impossible to stimulate muscle growth if you are not eating the right foods and you're not fueling your body the right way. Your training split also matters, right? Minimal effective dose is what is going to be best. You can get great results training 3 times per week. 2 times per week is like the minimum that you can do and still be able to make progress and have the momentum that you need to continue showing up. If you want to do more than 3 days and you can recover from it, by all means, go for it. But 3 days per week is the sweet spot. On the other days, you can focus on moving your body more. You can focus on doing yoga. You can focus on doing Pilates, any sort of low impact cardio. Those are things that you can do on your off days to burn enough calories to help you to drop body fat while you're working on maintaining, if not building, some muscle from doing your strength training. So ladies, if you consider these 3 training principles every time you decide to do some sort of physical activity, ask yourself, what is my goal? What am I training for? Does this training align with my goal? Ask yourself, do I have a way to track my workouts, track my training to see how I'm progressing? And 3, am I being mindful of how my body is recovering and my energy levels and having enough rest days in between my training? If you think through these 3 things every time you do exercise, you'll feel more energized, you'll be more consistent in the gym, and you'll start seeing the results that you want to see. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.